I feel like I'm the last person who could be called misogynist because I'm all for the women. But like I also see the value in us. Like we hold the power. Our pussies are the power. Niggas need us to feel like they're here. Without us making a nigga feel like they're here, they feel like nothing. So like, yeah, we gotta cherish that shit. And if we giving that shit out, a nigga need to be giving us the sun, the moon, and the stars. That's just my preference. We also need to stop normalizing casual sex. Nobody in the world should be that horny where they gotta just sleep around with somebody that can't buy them a piece of chocolate on a holiday. That's not okay. And I speak from experience because I've been there before and I did not like how that shit made me feel. I thought I was into like, okay, yeah, this is just somebody I'm this is just a little vibe. No, when that shit rolled around and I realized that like, damn, this nigga, whoa. I didn't like how it made me feel. I'm never doing that shit again. What the fuck are we talking about? Let's stop normalizing the bare fucking minimum. No, that shit is not okay because you know when something's not okay? When you would be happy with it going another way. If that nigga would have got you something on Valentine's Day, you would have been jumping for joy, feeling yourself. But because he did it, you sitting here trying to convince yourself that, oh, it's just casual sex. Like, let's not make it. Da, 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 da. No, fuck that.
Bop, 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 bop. Biggity, 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 bop, bop, bop. This is somebody known as a baby mama, you know. I guess they called her a misogynist for possibly taking up for men in the, you know. So I'm guessing that was the context of. I didn't see the beginning part of why they called her a misogynist. She said, "This is my. It's not a preference." What she just said, what she just said wasn't a preference. That's your way of view. That's your POV. That's what you believe in. I play it again.
Fuck that. And I feel like I'm the last person who could be called misogynist because I'm all for the women. But like I also see the value in us. Like we hold the power. Our pussies are the power.
And that's what they're finding out. There are only so many fantastic vaginas that's going to make a man jump for joy, or so many women that are really good sexually. There is a belief that all women vagina is good. All this, no, 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 all sex is good. And believe it or not, most men who master the sexual discipline, they don't care nothing about the sex, as long as it ain't awful, as long as you can train her to do what you like her to do, and vice versa. Women like to do certain things. You learn people during sex. Everybody ain't the same during sex. Some women like it this way, some guys like it that way, some like it. So we get that, vagina, once you become older and once you have some experience a little bit out here in life, vagina is not even at the top of your list. See, she got to be talking to Pookies and Ray Rays, man, because when most dudes really get above 25, I say around 30, man, they just notice that, vagina, every once in a while you come across a woman with the fire eye. But usually it's always attached to a woman that's all she pretty much got. You know what I'm saying? And then you come across some women that may be sexually more advanced and all that. And a lot of dudes do tend to marry those type of women. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes they're not always promiscuous neither. But also, that might be a important part of it. But there's also important parts of it as far as family values, as far as her, her seeing the stuff, seeing the way you see it, her not being a financial, crutch, and you able to, get her to understand certain things. It's an understanding there. You know what I'm saying? But like I said before, for most dudes, punani is not the end all be all getting married. This is why a lot of y'all, to be honest, this is why a lot of women be like, he been with me 7 years and then marry you. It's just convenient sex. It ain't even that your sex is great. It's just you're convenient for now. He can do what he want to do, and it's convenient, and you ain't going nowhere. But let her keep going.
Niggas need us to feel like they're here. Without us making a nigga feel like they're here, they feel like nothing.
And I'll say this: women do definitely push the culture. Um, Women definitely push the culture. But I think dudes, reaching their goals and being successful, they know they're just gonna come. The women gonna come with that. Truth be told, they know the women gonna come with that. So I don't even think it's to the point like when you in high school or you're a young guy, yeah, you're like, oh yeah, you sitting there like, yeah, you dress for the women. When you start getting interested in women, when you become like right around in middle school, You try to be cool, you try to, get the women. High school is it's about getting the women and all that type of stuff. She has a point, but when you become a grown man, it ain't really about the women no more. Believe it or not, it really ain't about the women no more the way like this. So, once you get this money, you get this degree, or you get this certification, or you get this, you touch six figures, or you touch this and you touch this amount of money, or you get this car, they come with the women. So really, they not women don't make a dude feel a certain type of way in the hierarchy of things once he gets an understanding of life. Once you understand the success, it's like getting a toy with the batteries included finally. When you get the car, you get the house, you get the credit score, you get the bag. Guess what? The women come with that. So they not doing that. Dudes ain't doing all that for a woman. Oh, we do this. Nah, nah. You know what I'm saying? Because if that's the case, why did little baby marry you then? You know what I'm saying? If women make a guy elevate and feel like why y'all ain't getting married? That's what I want to know. It ain't that. We know we got to hit our goals. We got to chase our purpose. We got to get to the bag. We got to get stability. And we know that y'all going to come.
So like, yeah, we gotta cherish that shit. And if we giving that shit out, a nigga need to be giving us the sun, the moon, and the stars. That's just my preference.
That's not a preference, short bus. That is a way of thinking. That is your personal view. And I agree with that point of view that they should be more selective who they sleep with. But she's going to go on here. Let her go on and make a point.
We also need to stop normalizing casual sex. Nobody in the world should be that horny where they gotta just sleep around with somebody that can't buy them a piece of chocolate on.
And at the end of the day, that's the biggest problem in the black community. You have the women sleeping around based off attraction, not based off, not even based off anything else, any other things that satisfy them. Not money, not the ability to care about them. More women in the black community respect you when you bust them down and kick them out. Most women in the black community, they don't respect you if you let them stay. Most of them hood rats, they don't respect them. At the end of the day, we know y'all ain't gonna stop effing. We seen that when y'all started y'all little movement. Y'all copied the Korean women was doing. When y'all talking about if y'all didn't vote for Kamala and y'all wasn't gonna allow, abortions no more and all this type of stuff. We ain't having sex. Y'all can't stop having sex. Once y'all find out how women really operate, bro, they are more horny. They are more horny than men. They are more horny than men. And I think women don't. I think guys end up finding that out. They like to have sex more than men. They prefer to wear raw. They prefer raw sex. Come on, they prefer raw sex because if they told every dude they had to do this, that, and the third to date them, or you had to put a condom on this, that, and the third, bro. Come on, man. How many times y'all had women tell y'all to put a condom on? Or you put them on and a woman looked offended by it. I know you ninjas in Atlanta and Houston, you know what I'm talking about. You feel me? So it's just to the point where um you know they are that horny because guess what? Later in this video, she's going to admit to it. Oh, I used to do that, and that's all women here. Let me tell you something about young people and about women. I didn't heard women try to mentor other women. I've heard it. And you know what their number one thing is that, well, I seen you do it. You did it. So if you did it, basically what they're saying is, if you did it, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go fuck my life up and not get a ring and be a baby mama. You did it. And believe it or not, I've been privy to the conversations where women in the black community try to give these women the game and the opportunity, to change their life and not go down the same route. I've seen it more than times than I can count in my head. These young women live by the law. You did it. They want to suck. They want to continue to suck. They want to continue to be on Section 8. They want to continue the tradition of being a baby mother. No matter how much their mother struggled, they want that. It ain't nothing that this woman can say or no other woman can say in the community that's going to stop it, bro. I seen it. So even though I agree with a lot of her points here, It's crazy.
On a holiday. That's not okay. And I speak from experience because I've been there before and I did not like how that shit made me feel. I thought I was into like, okay, yeah, this is just somebody I'm this is just a little vibe. No. When that shit rolled around and I realized that like, damn, this nigga, whoa. I didn't like how it made me feel. I'm never doing that shit again. What the fuck are we talking about? Let's stop normalizing the bare fucking minimum. No, that shit is not okay because you know when something's not okay? When you would be happy with it going another way. If that nigga would have got you something on Valentine's Day, you would have been jumping for joy, feeling yourself. But because he did it, you sitting here trying to convince yourself that, oh, it's just casual sex. Like, let's not make it. Da, 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 da. No, fuck that. Fuck that.
All right. I feel her. I feel her on that. But they say that when they already a baby mama, they already been ran through. You know what I'm saying? They say these things when it's too late. But I appreciate her sitting here saying these things to save somebody. Because women need to hear this. Women need to hear this. Because yes, and then they come around, and then after they figure this out, baby mamas being ran through so many popsicle sticks to the popsicle hole and all that stuff. Now they want to stand on business and say, well, this next guy got to do this for me, this next guy got to do. Dog, they smashing dudes that they really like for nothing. The bare minimum is flowers. The bare minimum is holding the door. The bare minimum is a dinner date. The bare minimum is being nice. The bare minimum is reciprocation. The bare minimum is walking them to the door. That's not the bare. All these things that women say the bare minimum is going for drinks, going for coffee. Ain't nah nigga in they life ever did the bare minimum for them. A lot of these women ain't no dude ain't never hold the corridor open for them. Dude ain't never did nothing for their birthday. Got them nothing but penetration for Valentine's Day. They never been to all that stuff they saying. It's a lot of women that's never been on a real date, never got a bottle of water, but they telling you got to do this. Why would I pay for something like that? Mean if you putting them stipulations on me, and most of the times when you
Are
put
the decide.
when they put them stipulations on you like that to do this and do that for them and all that type of stuff, a lot of times they don't even appreciate it, bro. They still effing the dude who doing nothing for them, and that's the biggest thing that's come out about American women. This ain't a black thing. This just ain't a white thing. There's a guy that done absolutely nothing for them that's getting the buns, but the guy that's being nice and looking out for them, helping them out, and they don't want to give them nothing, no buns, no appreciation. They not even getting the bare minimum is just penetrating, and they letting them become baby mamas. That's why y'all see a lot of dudes not dealing with American women, not dealing with black women, not dealing with this type of women, white women going overseas because y'all didn't talk too much on the internet. You don't have to do nothing to crack these women, bro. Nothing. But I agree with a lot of her points there. But she overvaluing women, dude. Pussy is put. You know how you see values drop on it, or you see stocks drop, or you might see the gold or silver go up and down. The stocks for vagina is down, bro. Y'all, and you know who devalued vagina? Women. Pimp C said it. Said it a long time ago. What he said, trash assholes, fucking fucking $40. You get no love. Messing up the game. Basically, they selling it for 40. I forget the bar. Selling it for $40, fucking up the game. You get no love. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they was devaluing it back then. They want to be men, so they just go, I cracked him and I did, and they don't know. And now there's talks about reforming the draft, and that women may be allowed to go in the draft. And I agree. Y'all wanted the same rights as men wanted. Ain't no selective rights. You all in or you go back the way it was. But vagina is the value, bro. And unfortunately, every woman thinks they vagina is, and it's not. It's not. It is not, bro. That is not like, long as it's not trash, it is not a deciding factor whether you get cuffed to get wife or not. Your character, your values. That's what y'all need to look at. Are you manageable? Do we click? Do you have a great personality? Do you have a kind heart? But hey, they'll never listen to it. They think going to get a BBL and a vagina cleanse and a new rack. You know, they think that's gonna fix it. Hit the link description, join the Patreon.